What's up, everyone? Welcome to... That's right. Let's give a big round of applause to vert legend Andy Macdonald.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Greetings, Andy.
Greetings.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing good.
Last time I saw you was in Boston, your hometown. Dew Tour was there. What was that like?
Man, bringing the Dew Tour to Boston was like, there hasn't been professional level skateboard competition in Boston since 1997. There was a contest. That was the first contest that I know of in Boston. It was right on City Hall Plaza.
What was that like? I mean, you had to grow, you grew up watching the Celtics. And
like
all of a sudden
Celtics,
to be
Larry
skating.
Bird, Bobby Orr, and it was awesome just being in the garden. And then in Boston, the Dew Tour stop was just skateboarding. So everybody that came there, you knew were fans of skateboarding. There was vert skateboarding and street skateboarding. There was like 5,000 people at the vert finals. And my whole family, friends, I had way too many, friends and family credentials going on. And I got a standing O at the end of the night. I ended up third place. It was great.
Awesome, man. Yes. And round of applause for Andy. Third place, last stop.
Can't complain.
Personally, PLG is my old roommate, but I think he got gypped.
It happens.
I can say that.
It's all subjective. Skateboarding.
So, you're sitting in third now. I mean, is there any kind of different mindset based on your placings when you go to each event?
No, the main thing with the Dew Tour is you just got to be consistent. You got to be hopefully on the podium at every stop, and that's what's going to do it. You don't actually have to win in order to win the Dew Cup because it's a cumulative point series. So you could get seconds and thirds all the way across, and if that beats out points wise everybody else, then you win the overall for the year.
And I guess, knowing you as a longtime skateboarder, East Coast like myself, and is there a competition? Does competition drive you? I mean, I know we all started skating for fun, and at a certain point, does the competition motivate you more than the fun?
I definitely wouldn't say more. I definitely have to do some things to remind myself that it's not just about competition. Competition has always been a part of skateboarding, and skateboarding. The industry likes to play it down a lot.
Yeah, that's why I asked. Because it's kind of uncool to be competitive.
Yeah, but it's important to remember that even the most core dudes like the Dogtown and Z Boys, Team Zephyr was nobody until they showed up at their first contest.
But believe me, if I was good at vert, I'd want to beat you, Andy.
So
no offense, we're friends and all.
Yeah, it's all good. Being competitive is a good thing.
But if I could do it 900, I'd be on the platform dancing, going, beating
check out my 9. Yeah, no, you'll notice before I do any contest run, I'll drop in and do a frontside rock and roll.
Yeah.
And Eddie Elguera made that trick up in 1979. It's one of the most roots skateboarding tricks, and I always do that just to remind myself, hey, this is just skateboarding. It's roots. It's fun. This is what I'd be doing regardless if I was here and there were no cameras and sponsors, and I'd be doing it anyway. So it's just skateboarding. It's fun, and it happens that it's a competition, so you go for it.
And it helps, like, the vert guys are all friends, so I think that helps. Like, I don't think all the street guys are all hanging out all the time, but
it's definitely a pretty tight-knit group of guys, especially in the vert scene, because the majority of us live in Southern California, namely San Diego. That's where, within a stone's throw of my house, there's 6 different vert ramps or vert pools that I can go and skate and practice. And if I lived in the Midwest, that wouldn't be the case.
And what about, speaking of living, somewhere other than the West Coast, growing up in Boston, what was that like? I mean, and how did you break into skateboarding?
Growing up in Boston as a skateboarder, it just makes you a little tougher, a little. I think you appreciate.
How come you don't have the accent?
More, Park the car in the habit. Yeah, what are you talking about? I went to this party the other day.
Where did it go?
It was the Bulls. This party was wicked pisser, dude.
Andy Mack, dude. It's wicked. It's wicked awesome.
I can turn it on if I get there, have a good slice of pizza. I can. Now, for some reason, I never really picked it up. I used to spend the summers in Michigan, and I never really picked up a thick Boston accent, but. We did used to shovel off our vert ramp. It snows or rains 6 months out of the year in Boston, so you definitely appreciate when the weather's good, and you throw on layers of sweatpants and you shovel off your vert ramp. We used to have a big pair of rubber galoshes next to the vert ramp, so when you fell and your board went shooting into the snow, you could just put your skate shoes right into the galoshes and walk out and get your board.
And Andy, you've been a long-time Powell rider. I know you from Powell. And what's up with Positive? Is that a Powell project or what?
Yeah. I've been with Powell for about 12 years, and about 3 years ago we started up Positive. myself and Sandro Diaz on the vert side, Carlos D'Andrade and Ronnie Jones on the street side,
Nice.
and we're out here at every stop of the Dew Tour and just keeping skateboarding positive. It's all about the fun of skateboarding.
And then, speaking of, Sandro and vert skating, Portland, Oregon skate parks. What do you think?
Man, Portland is going off with public skateboard parks. They have skateboard lanes, bike lanes. The city of Portland has an initiative to create 19 skateboard parks within the city so that every kid is within skating distance of their own skate park, and it's amazing. They're way ahead of the curve.
I think we should move to Portland, Andy.
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Give Andy a round of applause. Andy Macdonald.